Right.
So they just have this mentality of, I'm going to be here for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And I started asking the question, what would it take? No bullshit. What would it take to give them an empowering mindset? This isn't us at Impact Theory being in a bubble. There is a whole world of hyper-successful entrepreneurs for whom it's not enough to have made a ton of cash. They really want to do something. What is up, my dear Impactivists? We just got here to Miami, Florida, came in on the red eye. If you pay attention to the social media space at all, chances are you have definitely heard of Grant Cardone. And we are about to go in here to see Grant Cardone for his show Power Players, which I'm really excited about. And it is hilarious to me that his offices are actually in a bank. I recognize that guy. How's it going, man? It's a pleasure to meet you.
Appreciate you coming in.
Oh, appreciate you having me.
Thanks a lot. Where did you grow up before your billion-dollar valuations, okay, and serial entrepreneur? Where'd you grow up? What was your...
Yeah, I grew up in Tacoma, Washington. Okay. I was taught to be a good employee, which meant keep my head down, do as little work as possible, and avoid punishment at all costs. And
who taught you that?
My parents,
okay.
God bless them. I'm not a born entrepreneur. My parents were not entrepreneurs. That just wasn't how they saw life. They were way more focused on safety, security, take care of the family. And if that meant that you had to backseat your own ambitions, then that's what you did. But
wow.
I had a lot of ambition and was so deeply passionate about filmmaking that there was sort of no stopping that.
I mean, how early was this? How
I knew I wanted to be a filmmaker at 12. USC Film School statistically is harder to get into than Harvard Law. Statistically. Wow. I'm not saying you have to be smarter, just the number of people that apply that get accepted. So it's very, very hard to get in. Getting to film school, doing well, my first couple films get the attention of some of the other students in class. And so in your class, only 4 people get to direct a thesis film in your senior year. So I felt like I'm either a good filmmaker by birth or I'm not. And so up until my senior thesis film, everything was telling me you're a talented filmmaker. And my senior thesis film told me a very different story and it said you're a terrible filmmaker. And so now I was like, what do I do with that?
Do you think, I just want to talk about the fixed mindset.
Yeah.
Because I've had other people sit here and say, look, you're either an entrepreneur or you're not.
Gary Vee, who I consider a dear friend of mine, it's ironic because we are aggressively opposed on this, even though I see eye to eye with him on so much. I don't think anyone is born anything. So I think that you have natural inclinations, so there are things that you're going to get early wins on. So Gary clearly got early wins from an entrepreneurial standpoint, and so it just made sense to him to go take the flowers and sell them back, and I totally get that. But the human animal has become the apex predator for one reason and one reason only. We adapt better than any other species. Once you begin to realize that the human animal is an adaptation machine, that what makes us great is our ability to put ourselves under stress and then physically and mentally adapt to that, then it's like, okay, what are my goals? And now what do my goals demand of me? And then you work backwards to identify the skill set that you need to acquire.
And check out the podcast, Impact Theory Podcast. Thanks for watching today. Awesome, dude. That was good, man.
Well, thank you, sir. Thanks for having me on.
Love that. They will love that. That's going to get them jacked.
Nice.
I just want to introduce myself. Hi, Constance. I'm a huge fan.
Oh, thank you so much. What a pleasure.
Yeah, I see all of your impact theory.
Nice.
I love everything.
Oh,
You're
that's
such
so
a great
cool.
host.
Thank you.
So calm and at the same time, you feeling me? I love it. It's like so great, so great.
All right, we just wrapped the shoot here with Grant Cardone. It was a lot of fun. I was actually really surprised by his interview style with me. He's definitely one of those interviewers that goes wherever he thinks the interview needs to go. There are things that he and I agree very much on and things that we disagree, but in a fun way. So I really had a good time, unlike most interviews that I've been on, because he's very present in the interview. A lot of interviewers, and oftentimes I'll include myself in this, you try to be invisible. And so really having somebody there that's going back and forth with you, I actually really enjoyed. So that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy the full interview. And now, the man behind the camera, Mason, and I are gonna go get some beautiful stills that we can turn into some more empowering content for you guys. And welcome to Miami Beach, everybody. Be very beautiful. It has been planes, trains, automobiles, and Grant Cardone. It was a lot of fun. I had such a blast on his show. Really a good time. I cannot wait for you guys to see that interview. I enjoyed the life out of Miami. It is warm, it is humid, it is all things that I consider beautiful. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Be legendary. Peace.